The wheels are only ever driven by an electric motor, and that means that we can control the engine that's generating the electricity separately to the driving speed and the acceleration. But we've also added another technology, which is active noise cancellation. So very similar to the headphones that you use on the aeroplane, we have a speaker in the luggage room of the car that will play the inverse noise to the engine and cancel it out. So when you're driving around the city, the engine can start and stop, and you won't even notice it's happening.
The Australian Government's Future Made in Australia plan will create a stronger economy by making more things across our country. We'll make more of Australia's natural advantages and turn critical minerals into cleaner energy. We're investing in you to learn new skills and in manufacturing and technology to create well-paid jobs and a more secure future for everyone. That's a future made in Australia. To find out more about the plan, search Future Made in Australia. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
A LISTNR production.
G'day, it's Tom Perri with you. Fresh education data has revealed a significant decline in civics and citizenship knowledge among South Australian students. A report from the Australian Curriculum Assessment and Reporting Authority shows that fewer than half of SA students were able to correctly answer about things like how a bill passes into law, while just 19% of those in Year 10 were able to meet the minimum requirements for the subject. Gambling's not just a financial issue, but also a social one, with the state government keen to get South Aussies thinking about whether or not they're doing it too much. Human Services Minister Nat Cook says a new awareness campaign has been launched across the state, including on the Limestone coast, and it calls on all of us to get involved.
This often doesn't manifest straight away with problems with money and finances. Often it's personal relationships, mental health, and really functioning in the workplace can be compromised. So we're asking people to spot the harm, to stop the harm, and do that early.
Briefly, not guilty pleas have been entered in relation to a fatal crash that occurred on the Riddoch Highway in March last year, and the state's doctors' union has raised concerns about ramping at Mount Gambier Hospital. They've come about in a report from the South Australian Salaried Medical Officers Association to Safe Work SA, detailing how it is now common to see one or two ambulances ramped in Mount Gambier. But Chief Executive of Limestone Coast LHN, Emma Polland, has told the SE Voice there is no ramping at the hospital and patients are not kept waiting in an ambulance outside the emergency department.
After this, there is no turning back. You sip the red can, the story ends. You sip the black can, you enter dreamland. And I show you just how good the truth can taste. Take the Pepsi Max Taste Challenge.
To sport, and Lucindale has survived a scare at their home ground in round 13 of the Millicent and Naracoorte cricket season. The game saw their opponents, Mount Burr, bat first, posting 139 runs. The Roos surpassed that total with 1 over to play and just one batsman left in the shed.
Information is power. Learning new skills gives you the power to control your future. Learn for opportunities, for new qualifications and know-how. Learn to be seen, to make a difference, to create change, to shine. Learn for a chance to start a whole new career. Come on, let's do this. Change your future today. Visit melbournepolytechnic.edu.au. Melbourne Polytechnic. Never stop learning. RTO 3075.
Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra. Planning a trip to visit family overseas? Whether you've been there before or never at all, check out travel advice on over 175 destinations.
They're here.
Visit smarttraveller.gov.au, your first destination.